Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Time with Chris, the channel devoted specifically to movies, movie birthdays, movie reviews, box office predictions, trailer discussions, and some special videos along the way. Now, hey, if that sounds like something that you're into, if you love the movie reviews, if you want the trailer discussions, if you love to compete in box office predictions, if you just love movies, subscribe to this channel. You're going to get all that content that you love and then some. Now, today's video, we're going to be doing a review of The Sound of Metal. This movie was from 2020. It was directed by Darius Marder. And yeah, I watched it on the 4th. Out of 5 stars, I give this movie a solid 4 out of 5. Maybe 4.5 out of 5. The movie was really good. Sorry, I have my notes here that I'm looking at that I took while watching it. The things that I really liked about this movie, um, I liked the handling of the whole story. You know, the kind of grunge rock drummer who loses his hearing and now has to adjust to life without being able to hear anything, and that was his livelihood. That's how he survived. That's how he lived. Was with his hearing playing his music, and now that's gone, and he has to adapt to a whole new life. Um, I like the way that the movie portrayed the life of an addict, or you know, a recovering addict, and just his demeanor. Um, the the two main characters, their demeanor, the way that they act towards certain things, and I think it was portrayed beautifully. Um I liked the dealing of a new disability. And this is something that I can relate to because again, he's a drummer, they're successful, they have a tour booked, and all of a sudden he loses his hearing. And how does he adapt to that? How does he handle this drastic life change? And again, that's something I can relate to because I was always very active and physical. And with, you know, life being life, there are a lot of things that I can't do now that I used to be able to. And how do you adjust to that? How do you overcome it? Because it affects you in so many ways, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And just to see how the character Ruben, deals with this whole this life change. It was portrayed beautifully. Um Overall, the whole story, just in the grand picture, was beautiful. It was perfectly done, you know, seeing how he's trying to learn to adapt, but still trying to hold on to his old life and trying to get that old life back. But sometimes when things change. And you can't go back to the way they were. You just have to kind of accept what is and roll with the punches, so to speak. Um and the acting was unbelievable. I i believed it. I felt for the actors. Um it was just, I can see now why this was a favorite of so many people for 2020, because the movie was just unbelievable. It's on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, check out The Sound of Music. Sound of Music. Oh my god. Sound of Metal. Woo! Um just because it's so great. And the movie was meant to be watched with the subtitles on. So make sure you turn those subtitles on when you watch the movie. Um, it'll really help along the way. It's kind of like with the Planet of the Apes movies, how when the apes are using American Sign Language, you have the subtitles at the bottom to know what they're saying. Well, they don't do that with this movie. So unless you know American Sign Language, you're not going to know. Or you could turn the subtitles on and it'll fill you in on the conversations. This way you're not lost. Um, there was two things about the movie I disliked. One, I'm gonna say I think my fiance is rubbing off on me because the movie's ending wasn't exactly the way I wanted it to be. So that one kind of and normally I'd be like, hey, this is the way they wanted it. I love it. But again, I think my fiance is rubbing off on me, and certain endings that don't go the way that you expect them to kind of affects you. So, but don't let that discourage you. The movie was still great, hands down. The ending fits perfectly. It just wasn't what I expected. And the one main dislike that I had was the timeline. They don't fill you in as to what's happening through Ruben's recovery process. It's kind of he goes to like a almost like a rehab facility to learn how to handle his new disability. And he doesn't know American Sign Language. And you see him taking one class, and the next scene, he knows sign language and he's communicating with everyone perfectly. And so it's like, how much time passed between then? Because they don't really go into it. And there are just certain things that happen in the movie where I had no concept of time with it. And that's probably the only real complaint that I had about this movie. Otherwise, the movie was perfectly done. I loved it. Again, four, maybe 4.5 stars out of five. It definitely moved up to a top, maybe even top three movies of 2020 for me. So again, Sound of Metal on Amazon Prime. Make sure you check it out. But hey, give me your thoughts in the comment section below about this movie. If you've seen it, or if you're gonna watch it, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out the Instagram, Movie Time with Chris, so that you can see the little snippets of what's to come on my YouTube channel. Now, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and ring that bell to make sure you don't miss any future videos that are going to be coming. And also, if you have any movies you want me to talk about or a topic you want to hear about, or if there's, again, merch that you want to purchase, go ahead and email me, movietimewithchris@gmail.com. I'm going to check that email multiple times a day. I will get your message, and the topic that you want to hear about will be in a future video on this channel. But hey, until next time, stay safe, take care, bye guys.